Scott Decker?
Yep.
What's wrong?
Beats the shit out of me, shows up late, misses deadlines, looks like a bag of ass half the time.
It's Kelly.
What about her?
He didn't tell you?
Tell me what?
Kelly's leaving. She's moving out.
Oh, for good?
I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say yes. I see her at the gym all the time. She's a really nice girl.
Well, that sucks. Hey, he didn't tell me. Babe, he's gonna have to learn to leave that personal stuff at home. Get his shit together.
When you're a leader and you go say, hey, Marines, how's it going? Sir, it's going good. Okay, well, my job here's done. The Marine said it's good. Hey, you got to dig a little bit. You can't just, like, ask once, how you doing? And then walk off.
We as Marines always try to do the hard thing. Well, sometimes you need to do the soft thing, and that's talking to your Marines, maybe as a group at first, until they start opening up.
If it's just maybe going to lunch with the junior Marines, or doing some type of activity, having a weekend and doing a picnic, those are the type of things that I feel that you must do to gain that type of trust and love for one another.
Ask them about their family, ask them about their kids, ask them how their kids are doing in school. Once the Marines are comfortable with you, they'll talk to you.
I get the comfortable stuff. Cars, girls, you know. Are we talking about the uncomfortable? And the answer? No, I don't think we are.
You may look to your left and right and say, these are the men or women that I can count on, but how do I start that conversation to tell them that there's something not quite right? I'm not feeling like I did before.
You look across at another Marine, you know that he's been through the same rigors that you've been through to get to where you are. So you feel like you can automatically relate.
So the more you talk about it, the more you gain your Marine's confidence, the more trust he's going to have in you, the more he's going to understand where you came from and where he's going.
Pull him aside and say, hey, what's wrong? You know, what's bothering you? You're a little more glum than usual if that's their demeanor, or they're a little more over the top, hyped up, happy if that's not normally their demeanor. Maybe that's a sign they're either a little trying to cover something up or not feeling as chipper as they normally would.
If somebody's down and they're hurting and you know it, they're not being themselves. As an NCO, a staff NCO, you know your Marines better than they know themselves. You see them day in, day out, you work with them all the time. You know if somebody's having a bad day, if somebody's hurting.
When someone comes to you and tells you that there's a problem, you don't want to blow it off. You talk to them. You make yourself available. You remember that at the same time as, you know, you're this big bad Marine, but you're human.
You have to open up. You have to let your Marines talk to you, and that may mean that you have to open yourself up and let him see sides of you that you normally wouldn't see. Tell him how you feel. Tell him where you've been. Tell him how it felt when you went through it, and that's going to help that Marine.